You're 12 years old, humming to yourself in a Seoul shopping district, when a man in a designer suit taps your shoulder. Have you ever thought about being an idol? His business card gleams. Talent scout from a major agency. Your heart explodes. This is it, the dream. Your parents sign the papers that same week. You don't read the fine print. Nobody does. Congratulations, you're a trainee now. Childhood is over. You're happy, but you'll regret it within a month. The agency building towers above you like a glass cathedral. Inside, fluorescent lights hum over marble floors where hundreds of kids wait. All beautiful, all desperate. You're herded into a practice room. Dance, they command. No music, no warm-up. Just dance. Your legs shake. A panel of executives sits behind a table, faces carved from stone, judging every breath. 3 minutes later, you'll hear from us. You walk out into the Seoul heat, legs trembling, replaying every mistake. That stumble in the second 8 count. That breath you took too loudly. You check your phone obsessively for 2 weeks. Your friends text about school. You can't focus, can't eat, can't sleep. Every notification makes your heart stop. Then the call comes. You're in. Training starts Monday. You scream, you cry. You call everyone you know. Your mom makes your favorite dinner, samgyeopsal, extra fatty. It's the last real meal you'll have for years. Monday arrives. They hand you a contract. 73 pages of legal Korean you barely understand. Your parents skim it, dazzled by promises of fame. Nobody mentions the debt clause buried on page 47. Nobody explains you'll owe them for everything. Vocal lessons, dance training, housing, food, even the bottled water you drink. You sign with a pen that feels heavier than it should. The ink is permanent. So is everything that comes next. 5:30 a.m. The dorm alarm screams. You're wedged into a bunk bed in a room designed for 2, now housing 6 trainees. The walls are so thin you hear the girl next door crying every night. You used to ask if she was okay. Not anymore. Everyone cries here. Breakfast is 4 scrambled eggs. Plain, no salt, no oil. A manager watches you eat, counting every bite. On the wall, a chart tracks your weight. The target is brutally low for your body. And if you're over it, you skip meals. Last month, a girl fainted during practice. They carried her out and brought in her replacement by afternoon. Lesson learned. Your body is never yours. It's company property, and property needs maintenance. 6 a.m. Weigh in. You step on the scale. The number flashes. 46.2 kilograms. The trainer's eyes narrow. Lose 2 kilos by Friday or you're cut from the evaluation. You nod. You always nod. For the next 4 days, you eat nothing but ice cubes and air. You run an extra hour after midnight practice. You wear 3 layers of clothes to sweat more. You stop drinking water on Thursday. By Friday morning, you're so dizzy you have to grip the wall to stand. 44.1 kilograms. The trainer smiles. Good girl. You smile back. Then you go to the bathroom and throw up nothing. 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Dance practice. The mirrors cover every wall, reflecting your flaws in triplicate. The choreographer screams in your face when you miss a step. Your knees ache. Your feet bleed through your socks, but you don't stop. Can't stop. There's a line of kids outside waiting to take your place, and they're younger, prettier, hungrier. 12 p.m. Lunch. 6 pieces of steamed chicken, a fistful of lettuce. You dream about pizza. You love pizza. You used to. The afternoon blurs. Vocal training until your throat is raw and every swallow feels like glass. Media training where they teach you to smile through anything. Language lessons where you memorize phrases in 3 languages you'll never actually learn. By 10 p.m., you collapse into your bunk. Exhausted, you scroll through social media, watching your friends at school dances, at birthday parties, normal life. They tag you. Miss you. When are you visiting? You're not. You haven't seen them in 2 years. You aren't given time to. You put your phone down, stare at the ceiling, wonder if this is worth it. Then your roommate whispers from the bunk above, don't even think about quitting. My friend tried. The company said she owed them 300 million won for training. Her family almost lost their house. Your blood goes cold. You didn't know. Nobody told you. But now you understand. You're not a trainee. You're an investment. And investments don't get to leave. Once a month, they line you up like cattle. One by one, you perform for executives who decide your fate. Sing, dance, look pretty. Convince them you're worth the investment. You're 15 now. This month, they announce a surprise. We're debuting a new girl group next year. Top 5 trainees will be selected. Your heart stops. 3 years of starvation, exhaustion, debt, and there's finally a finish line in sight. But then they add, we're bringing in external auditions to fill the roster. You're competing with new talent now. Translation, you're replaceable. The new girls arrive. They're younger, prettier. Their families paid for private training. They don't have your exhaustion, your desperation. They're fresh. You're breaking. One girl is told she's not ugly, but not pretty enough. She's 14. You watch her cry in the bathroom afterwards, but you don't comfort her. Comfort is a luxury. You're competing for 5 spots in a group. she's your rival, not friend. One night you pack a bag, get as far as the dorm entrance. Then you remember, if you quit before debut, you owe the agency for all training costs, plus a penalty fee, 800 million won, over $500,000. Your parents don't have that, neither do you. You unpack your bag and go to practice. The system isn't designed to train idols, it's designed to trap them. 3 years, 8 months, 19 days. That's how long you've been a trainee when they finally call your name. You're in the group. You made it. You're debuting. The other trainees congratulate you, but their eyes are empty. Some have been training for 6 years. They're too old now, 22, 23. In K-pop years, that's ancient. They'll be released soon, sent home with nothing but debt and a gap where education should be. You don't think about them. You can't. You've got a week to learn 20 songs, 12 choreographies, and smile through press conferences where reporters ask if you have a boyfriend. No, you say laughing. I'm focused on my fans. It's a lie. Your contract has a dating ban, 3 years minimum. Fall in love, get caught, and you're out. Your debut showcase is in 72 hours. You sleep 3 hours a night. During rehearsals, you collapse from dehydration. They hook you to an IV backstage and send you back out. Debut day. Lights, camera, 1,000 screaming fans. You bow, you perform, you smile until your face hurts. Afterwards, your manager says, "Good job. Now you just have to pay off the debt." The debt. Right, the 600 million won you've racked up. Now that you've debuted, that debt is yours to repay. Every album sold, most of the profit goes straight to the agency. You're working for free until the red number turns black. For some groups, that's 2 years. For others, it's 7 or never. 3 a.m., recording booth. You're redoing the same line for the 40th time. Your voice cracks. The producer sighs. Again. You sing it again and again and again. By dawn, your throat feels like broken glass. 6 a.m., hair and makeup. They bleach your hair for the 4th time this year. It's falling out in clumps. 8 a.m., dance practice. Your ankle is swollen. You sprained it last week and never let it heal. You pop 3 painkillers and keep dancing. 12 p.m., fan made. 200 fans screaming, crying, wanting a piece of you. You sign albums until your hand cramps. You bow. You thank them. You mean it. But then you check your phone backstage. The comments. She looks fat. Her face is puffy. She gained weight. Disgusting. You ate a full meal yesterday. You're first in a week. And they noticed. Your manager pulls you aside. No dinner tonight. That night, you scroll through social media. Another headline. K-pop idol found dead at 27. Another suicide. Jonghyun, Suli, Guhara, Moonbin. The articles talk about mental health awareness for a week. Then everyone moves on. You put your phone down. You're exhausted. You're breaking, but you can't stop. And then there's footsteps in your stairwell. The calls at 3 a.m. The stranger who knew your flight number, your seat, a Sasaeng fan. They grabbed your wrist outside your dorm. Your agency filed a report. The stalker was fined 80,000 won, about $55. Then they came back. You're 21, sitting in a hospital room at 4 a.m. Your group mate is hooked to an IV. Exhaustion, the doctor says. That's code for she tried to hurt herself. The agency releases a statement. She'll return when ready. She never does. They replace her with a new girl, younger, shinier, cheaper. Nobody talks about it. You're on your 3rd album cycle. The group's starting to fracture. One member left. Another was caught dating, and the fans turned on her overnight. Overnight, she became the villain. The agency didn't defend her. They released her quietly and acted like she never existed. You're still here, still performing, still smiling. But the industry is already looking past you. 4th-generation idols are everywhere now. Younger, more polished, more profitable. Your last album underperformed. The company's losing interest. Your manager calls you in. We're not renewing your contract. Just like that, 7 years of training, 5 years as an idol, and it's over. You're 25. No college degree, no savings. The debt paid off, the agency says. You never saw the accounting. 5 years as an idol, and your bank account has 12 million won, about $9,000. Less than minimum wage would have earned you. The skills you have, singing, dancing, looking perfect, are only useful in an industry that's decided you're too old. What now? You're working at a coffee shop in Hongdae now. Customers sometimes recognize you. Weren't you in that group? You smile, nod, pour their latte. Late at night, you see your old music videos. That person on screen, smiling, dancing, glowing, feels like a stranger. She was a product, a fantasy for millions who never knew the girl behind the makeup. You think about the kids auditioning now, signing contracts they don't understand. You want to warn them, but you don't. They wouldn't listen anyway. You didn't. You survived. But at what cost? You survived the glitter and the grind. But what if the show didn't end on stage? Click here to step into the life of an oiran.